Going.
Look at his glasses.
All right, ready? All right. Oh, you started it?
Yeah.
All right. Hey guys, what you say? I don't even pay attention.
Welcome.
Oh yeah, what is up, party people? It is the Three-Eyed Raven Braven here with the Hog Rider group and special guest, Mr. Ben.
The Italian Stallion.
The Italian Stallion.
Happy Swolesman. Use promo code BENDASTATIN.
First off, I'm going to
Active Sledge.
say thank you for tuning into our video today.
Yes,
We've been doing a bunch of interviewees, and today we're going to be interviewing one of our one and only, Mr.
One of our one and only.
Wow. The Milky Wilkey way. One of one. One of one. One of a kind.
No. He's supposed to be loud in the your ear, but not loud. He's not going to be loud out there.
We're trying to figure all this out.
Yeah. Sorry. I'm not used to being over here.
Skill issue.
But we got the Beard Pog Champ, Ethan Justice, Elvis Lovin,
Yeah.
Hip Thrustin,
Yeah.
Jailhouse Rockin',
Yeah.
Matthew Morrison,
Yes, sir.
and we really haven't figured out one for you yet. Just like
DB Da Bomb.
DB,
I don't like it. I don't like it that much. But
The movie Rizzler.
the movie Rizzler,
Movie Rizzler.
The film fanatic.
Film fanatic.
The
film
Yeah, the
fanatic.
film fanatic
the
sounds
film
better.
fanatic,
We'll go with that.
Dylan Branscombe, and as I said, I'm the Three-Eyed Raven Braven. And we're gonna start off with some questions for Mr. Wilkey here.
Mister.
I show you some respect. Now the first one is, what got you into
Girls.
not girls? What got you? As we talked about, we actually haven't talked about this much before. What got you into wanting to join us for one on this adventure of being Hog Rider Radio, and what led you to where you are now? So.
I like money. I'm kidding.
Okay, fair enough.
I like money.
That's
too.
all, folks.
We don't get paid for this.
We don't.
We actually don't. Yeah.
This
Can we
is
get
strictly
sponsored, please?
volunteer.
Please.
McDonald's.
Right.
Sponsor.
So like,
He's my
you're
credit
asking
at
like
Lincoln bio.
just like how I got here. Like,
Okay, so how did I
drove here.
I drove here. I was the first one here.
Ten.
How did you? What was the decision to make you want to do YouTube with us? Because I know you also want to do YouTube on your own, somewhat. And what influenced you to be what you are today? Basically, I'm asking hard-hitting.
So it's two
off the
questions.
bat.
Oh,
yeah,
so
it's two.
Basically like a background
Yeah,
type
it's a
thing.
background thing. Yeah.
D&D vibes. So
Write your own backstory.
Write your own backstory. Come on.
for this, just kind of stepping out of my comfort zone.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not really good with talking to people. More or less, a camera kind of weird. So if anything, it's given me practice for like when I do stuff on my own.
Mm-hmm.
Not saying I'm going to leave and do stuff on my own. I want to stay with the thing, and you
You're
know.
trapped here.
But it's kind of practice and kind of embracing the uncomfortable. As for my story arc, how I am, like who I am as a person, like why.
Like, what got you into having the attitude you are now?
A lot of heartbreak.
Being an absolute savage.
I'm a savage, bruv. Kind of just personal issues. I know Ben would kind of already understand. So I'm not really going to talk too much about it, but just having to kind of fend for myself. Not really having a good role model to look up to. And I always was like the kind of nice, anxious. I'm still nerdy, but just kind of that whole
Aren't we all?
cliche perspective. In high school, I wasn't really me now. Kind of like the opposite. I was still sarcastic. I was still joking and stuff, but for the most part, I was always that shy kid, too scared to show any sign of affection or any sign of conversation unless I like really, really, really knew you. And I always kind of reference it every now and then, but like last year kind of changed all that. I had to really just embrace the uncomfortable, and with the help from a few people, and especially Ben, I kind of got step one started. Step two was me committing to like working out and stuff, and then step three was like just making it more of like a discipline as opposed to a motivation. So, and kind of doing that kind of changed me more outside of just working out. I've always been a sarcastic guy, and there's like more reasons for that, but it's also just because I like being different in the sense that everyone like tries to perceive themselves as a certain way, and like they want other people to see them a certain way as well. For me, it's just be you.
Yeah.
And it's oddly enough kind of a unique thing. It sounds really like very arrogant, but it's just like it's different, and I know it's different, and it's very people are drawn to it.
Okay.
And voice crack, but I don't know. It's just different. It's who I am, and it's embracing that part of who I am.
It's a
more.
part of building up that confidence
Yeah.
in yourself. I wouldn't say it's more.
He's so
arrogant
eloquent.
than anything.
He's so eloquent.
Eloquent?
Yeah, fancy word.
I
I don't know what that
So
word means.
eloquent.
If you're done, Wilkey, I do have a question based off of
I
your
have an
answer. Okay.
Do you?
You said you started going to the gym, and I know a little bit about it, but like, what are some of your goals, like in the gym and in life in general, I guess?
So my goals in the gym.
Yeah, or both, kind of life and the gym.
So to me, it's kind of the same thing. The gym wasn't always a part of my life. Like I'd watch like those Athlete X videos, like 5-minute abs, but it never really stuck. And then just something flipped,
snapped.
something switched, and it's just.
I didn't care if I was better.
Inside of me.
It just.
Didn't care. I didn't care about being better than Kakarot. I didn't care about being a Super Saiyan.
That was really good.
That was
Very
good.
impressive.
That was great.
Something just switched, and I never really focused on myself a lot, and being told that I focused too much on my vision of myself kind of changed that. And I don't know, just like, okay, like maybe that's a sign I should work on myself more, as opposed to like, what do you mean? And complain about it. I was like, okay, well, maybe that means I should work on myself a little more. So I try to do that. It's stuck so far. It's now getting to the point where I kind of like, hey, have you gone to the gym yet? Have you worked on yourself yet? Have you worked on your goals yet? To my friends, and they're like, no. We'll get to it. Huh?
Nothing.
Oh. You're like, open your mouth. I'm going to say something. I was like,
I was gonna say something, but it was.
but my whole goal for life is, it's not really the same as Ben's in his interview, but it's kind of like becoming like an influencer kind of, and like try to change the perspective of, the fitness industry a little bit. Like, you can work out and stuff, but you can also like kind of be yourself a little bit. I'll be honest, I'm probably like one of the most sarcastic people, because I just,
MM.
I don't hold my filter back anymore sometimes, and it's a bad thing sometimes, I will admit. But definitely like a big perspective shift, and trying to ingrain that and kind of push that onto other people. Like, not everyone's gonna be sarcastic, but like just be yourself. Like, if you're overthinker, well, just be patient, breathe, and then act. Don't get so inside your head. But also too, I kind of feel like I have a personality that like I can be one just because I'm entertaining and I do have knowledge on what I'm doing, at least for the most part. I'm not like,
I'm always the funniest guy in the room.
that's true.
Me and you.
Well, if Ben's here, I'm not the funniest guy in the room. But yeah, just that's kind of my whole goal, is just be a positive influence, especially in like today's like age. It's kind of easy to be like something that you're not, just so you can get sympathy about your situation, or
For sure.
just I don't know how to word it right.
Being real, basically.
Yeah, like, and that's really hard, because everyone naturally just shares like the best part about their life. But for
Yeah.
me, it's kind of like
You
I'll
gotta-
post something and I'm like, hey, I wasn't doing so well, but I'm still here. I'm still
Take the good with the bad,
Trying.
basically.
Yeah, that goes back to that social media thing we were talking about in the last one. Is everyone's fake it till you make it. No one's. Instagram paints this pretty picture for everyone, but when you take away all those filters and the makeup and all this other stuff, and when you get down to the real person, it's not even the same thing. what they post on social media.
I mean, that's pretty much the gist of the answer, but I do kind of want to be an influencer, work on, YouTube maybe, because, I do have an entertaining personality, and I recognize that, and just try to work on it. So,
I like it.
I got one to say on top of that. I say you already are kind of an influencer and do change some things in people, because I'm gonna tell you a story. You definitely changed it in me, and it's a funny story. Do you remember the first time I worked night shift with you?
yes.
Well, I say, this man, I would not be doing this 2 years ago if he hadn't done this. He did something no one else ever did for a long time out of any work job. Oh, he railed the crap out of me with yelling and all this.
Hey, yo.
Whoa.
We were really close.
Yeah, I know.
Raid Shadow Legends is gonna be like.
Great Shadow is like, whoa, man, whoa. By the way,
Now a
we're
word from our
sponsored by-
sponsors.
By the way, sponsorship, not playing.
Raid
but-
Shadow Legends.
Oh man.
But the friendship you're showing me, and just just saying like, don't give up, just keep going, come on, just like, even if it was like, what's the constructive criticism of it? I'm just gonna call it that for the safe word. But yeah, I appreciate everything you've done for that part. I wanted to say that for one.
Wow.
You're welcome.
Be better.
Be better.
Don't be sorry, be better.
Yeah, you said that to me every single time.
All right.
Yeah, you got some?
I was just gonna let somebody else go.
Okay.
Ethan, you can go ahead.
Oh, you
if you
two go
want.
for
Ethan
me?
just already went.
Oh, did he go?
Yeah.
Yes. Were you not paying attention?
That was the whole
I low key zoned out.
tangent about what he.
I'm not gonna lie.
He's on down on you.
Sorry,
Dang.
Okay.
it's a skill issue.
So, this year, what do you expect out of yourself?
Ooh, I like that one.
At least like trying to put myself out a little more, but also like maintaining a healthy balance with like social media and stuff.
Is that a standard you're going to set for yourself?
I would say so. I mean, it's been going like pretty well so far. I mean, these guys know I kind of just every now and then I'll just vanish, but then I pop back and like, hey, how's it doing? But kind of also just meet other people in terms of like gyms and stuff.
So branching out.
Branching out, yeah.
Getting
Not really connections, but just kind of like, what.
visiting other communities. Yeah.
It's like, what's your story? Okay. Any tips? Yeah. Here's what I would do for the. Okay. Kind of just getting more knowledge with fitness and kind of just focusing more on myself. It's been kind of a more prominent pattern from last year to now. Maybe like look at meets and like try to attend them, see like how it all goes again. I know I attended yours before, but just trying to like branch out a
Which
little
was
bit.
a first for us all.
Mhm.
I've never been to a meet before.
But kind of just getting used to that, and also like I realize like the more time passes, the more like fitness is my personality a little bit. Which for some people it's kind of like it's kind of
Kind of
cringe,
much.
kind of a lot because it's so like it's just a gym like. But to me, it saved my life. So like, why not embrace it?
And that's how I feel when it comes to me posting on Instagram about fitness and everything. I feel like people just see this same barbell getting lifted over and over again. It's just a different audio put over it. But really, though, when you're in there and doing it, posting it on Instagram, that's just extra. When you go in there and you put the blood, sweat, and tears into it, it's a whole different output of life. And me and you are kind of similar in goals there, reaching out to different communities. I've been going to City Fitness for the longest time, and I haven't really visited much of other gyms in that period of time. So I think, even though City Fitness is a great gym, and I love the people that I commute with every day, but iron sharpens iron, right? And when I was at that meet, it made me realize one thing is that I need to branch out a little bit more and get some different perspectives and different experiences, especially because, when you learn from other people, that's where all the knowledge is. You learn from their experiences and what to look out for and how you can better yourself in that. So.
I agree.
I agree. Sorry, I'm off my game. I would ask questions, but I'm like,
Oh,
it's overstimulating over here, dude.
Right?
Yeah, there's a lot going on. I don't know if I like this.
Yeah, I told you. That's why
It's
I was like,
probably the
I
yellow
was like, are you
plaid
sure
shirt.
you want? You sure you want?
Oh yeah,
That's throwing me for a loop.
it looks good though, don't it?
It does.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Compliments your eyes.
Yeah, this is typically where I'm
a
over
word from
there
our
and Dylan's
sponsor.
over here, and he's the typical one hosting. But we've all decided to split it up for the 5 interviews. That way, we're not burning our gorgeous host out.
Like the Christmas.
Yeah,
Oh,
that
good
was
Lord.
a horrible
Yeah, that
night
was-
for him.
By that
Hosted
third or
4 of
fourth
them.
one, you were just.
Yeah, I was
What's up?
done.
Yeah, so we're not burning him out, but I think I just made a mistake because I feel like he's just like, whoa, over there.
No, it's all good. I'm just the audio is really throwing me, man. Like I know it sounds good in here,
Yeah,
but I don't know if it's gonna sound good.
yeah,
later.
that's why it's so hard for me to like.
But just recommendations. Just make sure you guys are like keep that mic pretty close.
I'm
Unless you're
right
Wilkey.
here.
Your mic's
Okay.
pretty good.
Because I stay close to it.
Yeah, your mic's pretty good.
That's the
But
one.
Everyone
That's
else.
the
Pass
one
the
that
vibe check.
we boosted after his interview.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the one we had to do that because I
Okay.
was like, oh boy. But
Yeah, I think because I was sitting too far back, but now I'm sitting here like, okay.
yeah, that's
Okay.
That's the right thing, and I was like, because like when I told you originally, I was like, oh man, I feel bad now because I feel like.
Ben Nasty and Accent Sledge.
Yeah, guys.
Okay. I'll just ask my one that I'm asking of everybody.
Okay.
What's the craziest thing that's ever happened to you, or the craziest thing you've ever done?
Let's hear it, Wilkey. I know you were an adventurous child.
Look.
Craziest thing? I lifted this one weight last week. I'm just kidding.
I don't think I really.
Yeah, buddy.
Lightweight?
Lightweight, baby.
Time to bleed.
I don't think I have
Yeah.
one.
Oh come on, brother.
Not even that just like happened to you.
Appropriate.
Oh,
Oh, that's fair. We're keeping it PG for sponsorship.
trying to.
Thanks, Raid Shadow Legends.
Hey, call me.
Raid Shadow Legends.
No, craziest.
I mean, if you don't have an answer, you can just move on. But
I don't think I have one.
Hmm.
That's appropriate. So, and there's stuff that I really don't know how
Yeah,
to
that's
word that.
understandable.
what's your deepest, darkest secret? I'm just kidding.
It all started.
Oh, let me see. Oh, we asked Ben this earlier. What are your other hobbies besides going to the gym? What's your favorite?
Working at the gym.
That is true. You do work at the gym too.
There's a new one that just popped up in the
Oh,
last
yeah.
2 weeks.
A new gym?
No.
Oh,
A new
No,
hobby.
a new hobby.
Yeah.
Oh, D&D.
Oh, that's right. Y'all are like crazy into that.
Dungeons and Dragons.
Yeah.
Fiending for some D&D.
Oh yeah.
Okay. Okay.
Well, I've always
moving
liked.
on.
Roll for damage.
Moving forward.
I've always liked D&D.
Next question.
Next question. I've always liked D&D, and I actually played a few campaigns back in early college, but like they never really stuck. So now it's like, oh, I get to play
This one
it
might
again.
stick. Yeah.
Okay. So
Well, this one sounds from what the group we're doing. It's us four.
Maybe.
Maybe if everyone sticks.
Maybe.
Yeah, I'm looking at you.
Mm.
His brother, and a friend of mine.
friends, and then
Yeah, one of my very close
our
friends.
boss.
And yeah, our boss from work is our DM. So
Who's the DM?
Timothy
Tim.
Ganey.
Oh yeah, it's true.
Yeah. So it's gonna be a fun adventure, and I've already seen some of your stuff, and solid. I like it, but that
What are
brings
some of your other?
yeah.
do you have any
other than
others?
that.
video gaming a little bit here and there.
Yeah.
Okay, I
Nothing
think
much.
I have a question now.
I think I have an answer.
Okay, I haven't been able to ask anything because I pretty much know Wilk. We've so it's kind of hard to interview Wilk. Anyways, is there anything that you're like wanting to maybe learn? Like, is there something like you're wanting to get into, like hobby wise or something?
Or just like
Is there like something that
academic
shows
or anything
interest? Yeah.
or even school wide.
I know you were doing wrestling for a while. Like, do you still want to like do that?
I've thought
Maybe.
about it, but the way my schedule is, I can't
Right.
really do it. It just depends on like how things unfold. I'm not really too like, oh, I gotta
Right.
do it. But I'm mostly just going with the flow right now.
Mhm.
I kind of already know my passion,
Right.
and I'm just sticking with it. So there's really nothing really to look forward to. Maybe learn a little bit of coding, maybe.
Okay.
Get back into that a little bit, but nothing too major.
Mm-hmm.
Good answer.
I have a question.
I have an answer.
Okay, so since we've talked so much about the gym and about our fitness journeys, so what is one or two things that the gym has taught you?
Ooh.
First one
Now,
is
we're not talking about the weightlifting aspect
Yeah.
of it. What is something that it's taught you that is carried over into your personal life?
one is discipline pretty easily. Very
And
bad.
that's number one.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean,
I was very bad with having a routine, even like in general without like fitness involved. Always struggle with that, and kind of.
well, you've always been sort of structural when it comes to your scheduling, anyways. You've always been like square on with everything that you do. I just think that the gym has honestly enhanced that even more.
Stop messing with the mic. I can hear it.
No.
It's bothering me. I'm sure. You're scratching in my right ear.
Discipline for sure, just because. Well, to me, it seems like I wasn't really structured. Just kind of like getting the mindset of, okay, well, what I want to get is not based on the initial progress. It's based on the consistent progress. So that's kind of the main thing, too.
You would say probably consistency. and
Consistency.
Patience. Yeah.
I mean, I've always kind of been a patient guy, but I think it's kind of enhanced that more as well, which for me is kind of, it's not really infuriating sometimes, but it's just like, man, I could really like tear like a new one at the person who's like really making me mad, but like I don't do it just because I kind of understand it's either a bad day or whatever. But I've grown much more patient, but also more eager to take opportunities. That's probably a third one, but like any opportunity I can get, I'll take it. If there's a new role, I'm going to take it, because you don't know if you will like it if you just complain about it and say, oh, well,
And also,
I could be really good for this, but
That's good.
I can't say I could be good if I don't do it.
also off that kind of same thing.
No.
This is my interview.
About me.
I was just gonna say, like, if you're anything like me, it's like with the new opportunities, which I think everybody's kind of like that. There's certain things you don't think you can do, and like the gym has taught me. I know it's about you, sorry, but like, if I can like push myself as much as I do, or as anybody does in the gym, why can't I push myself like that? You know, in regular everyday
Outside of the gym.
everyday thing. Like if I can do that, I can push through and I can finish it. I can just do that everywhere else, and like I don't know. There you go. Sorry,
I have a little-
wanted to add that in there.
Something with that. I don't go to the gym as much as y'all do, but I think I've been wanting to do something like this for a long time. Just like entertainment kind of thing with podcasting and YouTubing and just what we do. And we were talking to Fahim earlier, and Fahim wants to do what we do. And he was like, well, what's like advice to get started? And I was like, you just have to make the first one.
Yeah.
Like you just have to,
Go
because
the
it's going to
first
be
time,
awkward.
do
It's
the
going to be
first thing.
awkward. It's going to not be that. I go back and listen to our first podcast. It's not good. Like, but that's
horrible.
everyone. Like, not every podcast is gonna, and we're still not great. I don't think. I think we have a lot of room to improve. Not saying that we suck, but like, we have a lot of room to improve. Our audio has probably not been great this podcast, like the other ones. Like, you know, we have room to improve still, and I think, I don't know, putting yourself out there is definitely one.
I think we're getting closer. We are definitely still walking the road, but I do agree we're not there yet. So I wouldn't think we were there yet, and that's something you can learn.
Which is something that like motivates you though at the same time. Like I listen to a good podcast. Well, we are a good podcast, I think, but I listen to podcasts who've been doing this for 4 years, and like
Yeah.
I'm like I want to get to that point, like to where it's like second nature for them. Like it's so easy, but I don't know. That's just like my relation to the gym.
I think it's easier when we're in person. Like we thrive off of each other's energy when we're
for sure.
in person.
Because I'm funny.
Huh?
Big facts.
Yeah, that's true.
But it's like that.
Just kidding.
Yeah, that can relate back to the gym too. You just
Yeah.
go the first time, you do the first thing, and
Right.
it'll get easier as it goes along. Like,
For sure.
The first step is always the right thing to do.
it's always the hardest though.
It's the wrong thing to do if you just continue to think about it and do nothing.
Ooh, that's a good one.
For sure.
Well, everyone else has been asked this, and
No.
we're gonna ask you. Oh, do you have any questions for us? I know I'm excluding myself because I'm next. I'm next. To
Okay.
yeah, I'm next to be interviewed, so I'm excluding myself because he's gonna.
Why so
ask
loud,
me.
dude?
Sit down, that's my word.
He's
Hey.
so
Sorry.
happy.
This is
Y'all- Wilkey's been scratching in my ear this whole podcast.
this is a library.
See, right? It's just,
Yeah, dude. Oh, it's crazy. Oh, dude, when you flick it, it's like. Ooh. My mic does this echo thing where you snap it and it likes to echo. It's really cool.
Nice.
Ooh,
Alright.
that was
But
good.
you got any questions for these two, those two, anything like that?
No.
My question's whenever you get interviewed, so.
Okay, that's fine. We'll wait till then.
In the next episode of
Dragon
Ball Z.
Dragon Ball Z.
It relates back to Dragon Ball Z.
If it does, I'll pay someone $5. I'm not deciding who. We'll spin a wheel.
Oh, jeez.
I'll do it. I guess Ethan?
Okay.
Ooh,
Okay.
Put Ethan on the spot.
Ethan's his choice. Always.
Pause.
Resume.
Hold up. Wait a minute.
Hold up. Wait a minute.
Rewind.
Something ain't right.
Hey,
Oh,
can,
gosh.
can
I
you
don't know if it's a good idea putting him over there.
can you keep it down?
Sorry. Me
Don't
and
be
Ben are having
sorry.
a good time over here.
Don't be
my
sorry.
ear.
Be better.
Oh, jeez.
Do not
Just
talk
when
while I'm in the room.
I mean, do you mind keeping it down?
That was a good scene.
How has fitness changed your life?
Changed my life. Kind of. First thing is kind of like I said earlier. It's like giving me kind of confidence to do if I can do that, I can do this. That kind of thing. But also, what are y'all laughing about?
Ben's giving himself
What?
a self-promo.
Hey guys, just use
Ben-
use promo code
Ben-
BenNestin.
Hey, dude, Ethan was talking.
All right, go ahead.
Go ahead, Ethan.
But also, it's I'm very harebrained all over the place a lot of the time. And the gym is kind of giving me a place where it's slow down. If I am stop looking at me, Dylan.
Grab the ball.
No, when
Fine.
Dylan looks
We're
at you,
good.
it's just like,
We're good. Sorry. We're good.
But it's like a place I can slow down. I can, I have to make sure I get it, the form right, everything. I have to slow down. I have to make sure I am in the moment and I'm not all over the place, or it's not going to go the way I think it will, basically.
So adding on to that, I think now, if you focus more on the present, it's kind of a scary feeling, especially for your friends, because if you just focus on the now, you're not really concerned with who enters and who leaves your life. And I'm kind of in that perspective where it's as much as it's joked about, it is what it is, and when things go south, I'll be okay. Even if you're a really close friend, I'll be okay because I've gotten through worse situations.
Yeah.
And I think it's both respectable but also kind of scary if you kind of know that I think like that.
Yeah.
Because you don't know when things could go south. For me, I'm just kind of well, who knows if it will, but
That's
if it does.
Well, there's a good side to thinking like that too. I feel is at least what I've learned is, when you think like that, you want the people you want in your life, you're gonna make sure you carve out time for them, because you don't want it to go south. That's what I'm saying. That's the good side to thinking like that.
One quote that comes to mind from Bill Burr that I see
Lightweight.
is lightweight. is Bill Burr talks about. He says, everything's going to be okay.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, but when things aren't okay, then things will still be okay. Don't choose to worry about those bad things now when everything's okay. But even then, those things will work themselves out.
Yeah.
And it'll still be okay afterwards. Isn't worry just a worthless emotion? But we give so much power to it.
Yeah.
I also think happiness is not really a big thing to really work for because it's temporary, just like the rest of the emotions. When it happens, embrace it, but like don't focus so much on trying to stay happy.
Mm-hmm.
You know.
Well, I mean,
Well, happiness is a state of mind.
Yeah.
You know, and you control your environment on how you control yourself. Everything is a inward perspective of the outward force.
Like something like the Viking show, like it's like he talks about unhappiness is more common than happiness, just because nothing's really meant to be easy. If it is easy, you're just not working towards like
You're not working hard enough.
you're not working hard enough.
If it was easy, everyone would do it.
Yeah, and I think most people kind of see like people who like have worked out because it's like, oh, like I could do that, and then they don't realize like the blood that was shed to actually get to that point. The many nights where you've like starved yourself like in a healthy way.
I don't think starving yourself has
Well,
any...
well, you know, but like
No.
like
But
cutting.
I know what you're saying.
Yeah, like cutting,
When you're on a cut.
Yeah, like when you're bulking or whatever, like you're trying to
Yeah.
like reach your goal in some way, shape, or form.
Of course.
They don't understand that sometimes there's going to be days where people have questioned, like, you know, why?
Yeah, is this worth it?
Why am
Yeah,
I doing it?
I do that every day. Every day that I'm like reaching my last set on my top set, I'm like, why am I doing this? You know what I'm saying? Like, if
Before you go
don't,
down.
if you don't have those thoughts,
You're not doing it right.
you're not pushing yourself. You know, hard work does not come easy, and good achievements come through hard work.
I feel that in school even too. So yeah, I
Yeah,
understand.
and it don't even have to be about
Me
fitness.
yesterday.
Yeah, it could be
That's
anything.
just- That's just
You got to be
life.
pushing yourself.
man, that's kind of
too.
cool thing about fitness, though, right?
That's how,
It's like
I think that's how
stuff
me and
you
Matt
learn at
felt this
fitness
last
is-
week.
Last night, brother, like
Same.
I was at Chick-fil-A for 5 hours just doing homework last night.
Yeah, you were like, why am I doing this?
Yeah.
I was like, I'd rather just fail, but not really. That's not
You
really.
don't like
But
school.
yeah,
But
you're-
it's for the better
Yeah.
Right.
version of you.
Right.
You owe
Exactly.
it to yourself. Like, the future version of yourself only comes from the work that you put in now.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I like it.
Yeah.
I like
That's-
it.
That's how I
Uh,
feel
Ben with
about
the
like
quotes today. I mean,
For real.
What?
I said Ben with the quotes today.
I know. I like the. I
just need, like,
the
a
best
positive
quote he said
message
was
every single
being
day,
comfortable
like,
with
from you, 'cause
uncomfortable.
you-
That was his best quote.
On it. On it.
Well,
What'd you say, Matt?
I said your best quote. I really liked, and I will like definitely take more like in consideration like going forward is being comfortable with the uncomfortable,
For
like
sure,
the things
okay.
that make me uncomfortable.
And that's not my personal quote. That's just something.
Well,
Yes, it is.
it's just a
But it's just
mindset.
like,
Use promo code BENNESTON.
That accent says something. Use code BENNEST on all apparel and supplements at checkout.
It's honestly freaking me out having to talk to you.
Right.
I'm in your walls.
I'm in your skin. Scratch me out. Scratch me out.
But
Yeah. Yeah, we're done. Thank you.
Thank you so much.
thank you.
Yeah, that's my dad.
But any other questions for us, Wilkey?
I got one question for you.
Oh.
Okay.
How does it feel to be the sexiest man alive? Kidding.
Well,
Hey, yo,
you
what?
see, it all started
It all started.
in December when I realized.
It all started when I was born.
Honestly, I would say like
I'm just
not really
joking
answering
with that
your
one.
question, but like confidence itself, it's skyrocketed since like December for some reason. Like I don't would say I feel untouchable, but it's just I'm kind of on a new level. Like I've never been this happy before, or I can't talk. Never been this happy before, while also enjoying my company at the same time. Because throughout all my years of my life, I've been happy, but I've never been satisfied. And now it's kind of, what is going on over there? Okay, I just see Ethan smiling. I was like, what is going on?
Yeah, we
I
good.
just.
We good.
Sorry.
I see
Sorry.
Ben go up.
Go.
Use promo code BENNESTON. No, but definitely, like, I've been happy, but it's always been something bad's going to happen soon. And again, trying to get into that more present mindset. It's like, I'm happy. Okay. If I'm unhappy, okay, I'll be happy again. It's not really a big deal. And every time I've been sad, it's kind of like, well, I'm just going to mope about it. But now it's like, I'm sad. I don't care. Because odds are my feelings don't matter. It's like in a really wrong way, but like I've had to condition myself, especially with my past. It's like my feelings really don't matter as much as like you want them to. They don't matter. What matters is the actions I take while feeling that way.
Yeah, perspective.
Sigma.
Anyway,
All right.
that was a joke question, but cool.
Great response to a joke question.
Yep.
It was good.
Any other questions?
You don't gotta
Anybody?
be so serious all the time. dude.
Yeah, so what you need to do is
Yeah, yeah.
use,
see.
Kinda
so
let that
guys,
tough guy
to not
persona
feel
out.
sad,
this
just
is a
use
comedic
promo code
podcast,
Ben
okay?
on Action Sledge.
What are you looking at me
We-
for?
I was
we
saying-
finished-
I'm not hosting.
We finishing up?
Okay. All right. I guess we're All right. Thank you for joining us for this interview with our.
Thank you for watching Hog Rider.
All right,
Radio.
guys, use
Watching
promo
Hog Rider
code
Radio.
Next episode.
We love
Promo-
y'all. You guys say it back.
promo code Ben
Like,
Aston.
subscribe, comment, 5
Action
stars,
Sledge.
follow, all the stuff.
Yes.
Link
Yeah,
Like,
yeah,
subscribe,
and
comment.
use
Thank you.
use
Thank
promo
you,
code
Mr.
Ben
Ben,
Aston.
for being with us, and use this promo code.
It'll be in the description.
Bye. All right. Bye, guys.
Use promo code Ben Aston.